There's a job to do, there's a fight to win. Follow me, boys, follow me. And it won't be done till we all pitch in. Lift your chin with a grin and follow me.
G'day guys, welcome back to Lost Scoutcraft. Today I'll be reviewing the Gerber BG Ultimate Multi-Tool. Gerber has not actually sponsored this video or asked me to do it, but Gerber, if you're out there and listening, you should, because I love your products. But anyway, on to the review, and I'll get to these parts later. So, it's a fairly solid build. I'm quite handy. It feels really good in your hands. It sounds good when you open it up. It's got good, a good firm open, as you can hear. Nice click. Springed pliers. However, one thing to note about the pliers, I'm not sure if this is with all of them, but there's a little bit of play in the bolts here. And not sure if you can see or hear it, but you can see it moves a little bit, which not too much of a problem, but still, if that's a factory issue, try and tighten it up a bit, but not a big issue. You've got rubber plating for a bit of grip. Not sure what it's made out of. I'd assume aluminium or stainless steel, something like that. Each tool has a locking mechanism, which has to be pinched on both sides and pulled down. And that's quite a nice feature, because I've owned a lot of multi-tools that they're just impossible to push down, but these ones are very nice and comfortable. There's not too much strain, and definitely over time they'll be worked in a lot where you can just do it straight up. But anyway, onto the tools. I would believe there was 10 tools on here if I looked at the packet last time, but we'll give it a count at the end. So first up here, we have a serrated knife. There is a regular knife on it, but you have a serrated knife here, which is good for cutting cordage, fishing line, moderately sharp out of the factory, and to put it back, you pull down on that, and then it just goes in very nicely. They have these little grooves here, so you can get your fingernails in it and pull them out, and it comes out very nicely. For a lot of multi-tools that I've had, it's normally a pain getting them out, but it's very nice. So you have a bottle opener and a can opener. Something curious about this can opener is it's not very sharp, and I apologise if my nails are a bit dirty. I just finished doing some work, but yeah, it's not very sharp, as you can see. It's got rather a thick edge there rather than a blade, so I'm not sure how that'll work out, but I might give it a test. On to the next one. Hard segregating, there we go. Small flathead screwdriver. Not much else to say about that, it's just flathead screwdriver. Let's see here. This. I love this. I thought this was so neat. These are little scissors. Got a little spring piece of wire there. They're very nice. Let's see. Got a piece of paper here. I'll fold it up a couple times. There you go. So that's 4 pieces of paper. Let's see how it works. That's beautiful. This is actually the first time I've opened this, and it's very, very nice. So that's 8 pieces of paper there, I would believe. Very nice. Good quality. Goes away nice. Now onto the other side. Also, with the main knives of the serrated one and the regular one, they have these little bumps here, which you just push and it opens up very nicely. Now, there is an incy-wincy bit of play with the blades, but still, that's very good. Like, you can feel it wobble a bit, but there's not much play with it. Moderately sharp. You could definitely give it a bit of a stoning or any sharpening tool just to get that razor edge, but not bad out of the box. Next up, we have a large flathead screwdriver. Once again, not much to say about it. It's just flathead screwdriver. Then here we have a Phillips head screwdriver, and I've always been a bit wondrous about these multi-tool screwdrivers, how they're always flat. Like, for a Phillips head, they're always flat, and in my opinion, that's a bit annoying, but yet, space is key, so I guess that's not too much of a problem, but still, it's hard to get them into the holes that might be in plastic if you had to open a battery compartment or something like that. But still, it's better than nothing. And then here, we have a saw. It's quite a nice saw. I'll see if I can get the camera to... There we go. Very nice. I've seen another person use this saw on this multi-tool, and for small twigs and stuff on green trees, it works fantastic. But I will have to trial that for myself. Anyway, yep, it's a fantastic little knife, and I might even switch this to my everyday carry, to be honest. It's a very, very nice tool. Now, onto the extra pieces. So, this is a Bear Grylls Gerber product. So it came with a little nylon case, which, it's not bad, but still, most nylon cases are fairly cheap. There could definitely be a ton of improvements on this, but not too bad. Finally, Gerber has placed in an extra pouch to put the Bear Grylls Survival Guide in with the knife, but one of the problems with this particular one is, for the life of me, it's so hard to get the knife in after that. You got to flex it around, because once it's in, if you see, it folds over and the paper just falls in there and you can't get the bolts through. So probably just keep that out somewhere in your pocket. But when it's out, it's not too bad, but still that glove gets caught in the way, so you can't really carry it on your belt. You're going to have to get a new sheath for it, because it just gets tangled up too often. If that wasn't there, this would be a pretty decent pouch for it, even though it's fairly cheap quality, but it will still definitely do the job. But yeah, you'd want to get a different pouch. But the Bear Grylls Survival Guide. Now, let's see here. Nope. That one. We'll use the tool to open this. And there we go. So, with the Gerber Bear Grylls knives that I have other places, this is a great little guide. I love that they've put this in there, because this is actually like waterproof paper. So if you dug a hole and put it in there, you'd be able to catch water in there and drink it. Create black smoke if you had to. I wouldn't necessarily recommend burning it, because then you don't have your survival guide, but it covers all the basic things of please remember what's first, of protection, i.e. please, rescue for remember, and then what's for water, and then first for food. So, yeah, great product. Bunch of different types of shelters that you can make. How to start a fire with a bow. Basic knots like bowline, figure of 8, clove hitch. how to make a signal fire, how to use knives and mirrors to signal helicopters and planes, basic direction with the sun and your watch, food stuff, and basement catchment of water, which you can use this for, to catch water, such as that. I like that it has a measuring tape on the side. It's both in centimeters and inches, which is great. But yeah, not much to complain about really. It's just a nice little accessory. However, I can never quite figure out how to bloody fold them back up. But nonetheless, great little kit. It would definitely make a great birthday present for someone, because that's a quality tool, I must say. If they fix up the little bit of wobble that's in the pliers, and yeah, and also this, getting rid of that pouch and maybe putting it on the back or something like that, or even like maybe under here. But nah, great tool. Australian $40. I found mine at Bunnings Warehouse, and to those who are not in Australia, Bunnings Warehouse is a hardware store, like a very large hardware store. But no, I would recommend this for pretty much anyone, tradies, scouts, anyone really. It's a pretty good knife. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one. Cheers.